Welcome back to Dover. From our in-car on Mark Martin's machine, we had helped to tell you a little bit about this public service program Valvoline's doing. You can GED it, encouraging people who have dropped out of high school to work on getting their graduate equivalency degree, equivalent to a high school diploma. You get that diploma, and then you can go out and do things like this. We're about to show you one more angle on what happened here.
See him going right in the bottom of the racetrack, and then the car just makes that right. Mark said he heard the tire blow, and when it does, I'm telling you, on 4 of them sticking as good as they can, it's hard to make that curve. If you lose that right front, you're going.
He noticed something, though. He did not lock the brakes up, so he didn't hit on a straight angle. He angled it in there. That's why he's walking around right now.
Good point. Nice thing the Valvoline folks are doing, being involved in that. And, folks, there's no substitute for a good education, no matter what field of work you're in. We'll go down to Randy Pemberton.
We got 28 crew over here talking to the crew, to Raymond Fox and Todd Parrott. Earnhardt just came over the radio and said, you know, let's face it, Goodyear is the tire maker here so far in the Winston Cup Circuit. They're the best tire maker in the world, but the fact is they got to build them to go 500 miles here, or at least 50 miles, and if they're having a tough time with this one. The problem is, Earnhardt said, I don't care if you raise the pressure up, drop it down. We're looking at about a 50-lap run for these tires. So what happened is we've got Hoosier possibly coming into play next year, and it's causing maybe Goodyear to alter this tire. And, I mean, it's a very political statement to make, but we got to watch the tires the rest of this day. We're going to have 2 tire companies next year, and maybe this is the result of it already.
Thanks, Randy. 103 laps are complete. We'll go racing next time. Jeff Purvis led 2 laps in the Morgan McClure Kodak Chevrolet. Then he pitted, and Rusty Wallace is back up front.
I guess the end result of that tire deal, for $1,200, you want to go more than 26 laps. $1,200 a set, or somewhere around that number. So it's just something where they have to just continuously work on it, and Goodyear puts out a good effort. Hoosier does too. It's just a matter of catering to these cars and these tracks.
A lot of speedy dry there in the back straightaway. Down low, out of the groove, as the field will come around this time and look for the green, lap 104 of 500. Wallace the leader, Irvin second, Earnhardt third, Gordon fourth, Kyle Petty now up to fifth, Jeff Bodine sixth, Jimmy Spencer, Ricky Rudd, Kenny Schrader, Harry Gant are the top 10 as we go back to green. Shepard's car was an ignition problem, but he got restarted out there, lost a lap. He lined up alongside Rusty Wallace.
Saw Rusty make the break, and Irvin got caught behind the 21 car.
We restarted lap 104, and the question now is, will we see pit stops at lap 154 if we stay green?
I think you'll see some of the guys make that call instead of waiting for something to happen, because that something or someone could be you.
Boy, oh boy, you know, right now they have to ride. They cannot race really hard, but you see Ernie Irvin coming up under the 21 car there, and Earnhardt right behind him. I'm sure they're playing a little bit of a chess game right now.
Boy, Irvin was right down with his left side wheels on the flat going into the corner. Now he and Earnhardt move past Morgan Shepherd. Good ways back. The run at 5th, 6th, and 7th. There they are, Jeff Bodine, Jimmy Spencer, Kyle Petty. Blake Speed is in that pack in the Bud Moore car, but he made a green flag pit stop early, and he is 2 laps down in number 15. Bodine, Spencer, and Petty.
Here we see Irvin trying to reel in Rusty Wallace, and it's going to turn into how hard do I want to go?
Yeah, exactly.
I think they're going to have to, if their car, if these drivers are good enough, they can feel if they're skating that right front tire. If they run it too hard in the corner and slips the wheel a little bit, well, they're going to probably run their car as good as it feels when it's stuck totally and not slip the tire. See him waving his hand right there, clear the lap car. Coming around the 21 car, you think him from letting him by without holding him up a lot.
How hard can you run it for how long? We'll find out here at Dover Downs. 109 laps complete. There's the top 5 back through Jeff Bodine. The rest of your top 10 will be back to Dover after this. We're back live at Dover Downs. Rusty Wallace leading Ernie Irvin, Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Gordon, and Jeff Bodine. Word from the garage is they are going to try to repair Mark Martin's car and get him back into the race. He's third in the point standings behind Earnhardt and Wallace. I don't think Dale Jarrett can overtake him today, but he needs to stay within sight of the 2 leaders. Here's your Napa Field standing update after 112 laps. There's 1 lap ago.
That deal, Mike, with them repairing that car, it's no guarantee these guys in front of him are going to finish this race. If he can get that thing repaired, even if he loses 100 laps or 150, and some of these leaders fall out, he goes back out and just rides around.
That's right.
He'll outdo him. So, I mean, there's no guarantee at this place you're going to finish.
Best way to repair that car would be to turn the NASCAR inspector around and say, look at that, and roll another one off the truck.
Yeah, they would, but you know what? They have the whole car down there on a board. They have replacement parts for every component under the chassis there, and the new housing and everything. So everything under there will be new when they put it back together.
Let's go back to 8th spot, buddy, and pick up this battle. Dale Jarrett, Sterling Marlin in the Ray Vestas car, the number 8 Ford of the Stavola brothers, and Harry Gant in with them.
Dale Jarrett, he's running a good, consistent run here, and I imagine he'll be right up front when it's all over with.
I'll tell you somebody that could be interesting. We're seeing Harry Gant right there, right behind the 8 car. Gant is really conservative on tires. That's why in the long runs, when it pays off for him, if they've got a little bit of a problem here, Gant could be a guy that really figures into this thing before the day's over.
It's breakfast, Neil. It's a battle for 10. 10th, 11th, 12th.
Gant might have to get up in his own place up top, be a little bit closer to that wall.
Well, it would hurt a lot less if you hit it from up there.
You're right about that.
There's just too much oil dry up there right now.
Yeah.
All the wrecks. Speaking of oil dry, look at the back straightaway. It's covered up.
Oh, Rick Wilson. And I don't think that was a tire. It looked like he and I think that was Ted Musgrave got a little close together there.
Yeah. Wow. Looks like they hit. A lot of oil on the track when he came across.
Safety crews there very quickly. 5th caution of the day. Elmo is going to lead the most laps today.
You're right.
I think so.
And just as we were talking about, if Mark Martin can get his car running, he'll definitely finish ahead of this car. So that's why these guys try to get them back in shape if this car can't keep going.
All right, Rick Wilson is 26th in the point standings, driving for Richard Petty. Let's see what happened here.
This is going down in turn 3.
Boy, he's loose right there.
Yeah.
They didn't make contact. He just lost control right there.
Yeah, he lost to get down in that corner. He knows he's gone now. But there's not enough brakes in the world to stop him before it hits this piece of concrete. Once you start up this banking, you're going for a ride.
Now, when you hit the left rear that hard, what's the chance you've Z'd the frame and bent the right front?
Well, real good news. Your favorite that you're going to bend. And I tell you,
that car is going somewhere and have the chassis fixed next week.
When you hit it on an angle like you're talking about, Mike, you see backing in on an angle, it causes what they say diamond. It puts the 2 frame rails out of alignment, and the only way to repair it is cut the nose and the rear clip off the cars. Usually, the only thing they leave is the driver's compartment and weld the front and rear clips on them.
So we're under the 5th caution of the day. 119 laps have been complete. Here's a look at your top 10 as we go to break. We'll be back after this. The Nashville Network's exclusive coverage of the Splitfire Sparkplug 500 is brought to you by Goodyear, #1 in tires. Okay. We're back live at Dover Downs. 121 laps are on the board. Rusty Wallace, Ernie Irvin, Jeff Gordon, Jeff Bodine, and Jimmy Spencer moves up into the 5th position. Let's go to Randy Pemberton. Randy?
Well, Robin Pemberton here. Earnhardt came in. He changed some tires. You brought Kyle back in. Precautionary measure, maybe debris on the track. What is it?
Yeah, there's, you know, as many cars has been spinning out or hitting or whatever. I mean, there's debris on there, and that's an awful long race. You can get a lap or 2 down and come back and win this thing. And, you know, we're just being cautious right now. Lots happen. We just want to, you can't win or run in the front at the end if you're not out there.
The question was, can you put those tires back on the car later? Are they now scuffed? Can you use them again?
No, they saw their best life when they went out across the wall.
Well, Jarrett,